what I'm on about. That's what I'm on about.
How we doing, guys? Welcome to DT's Daily. Now, on today's show, we're going to take a look back at last night's games. One match in the Europa League and two matches in the Champions League. And last piece of news involves Arsenal because it's been confirmed that Thomas Partey is fit and available for tonight's game against Benfica.
I represent my fucking self.
How we doing, guys? Welcome to DT's Daily. That's right.
So the first place, we're going to start at last night's games. And the first one is a Europa League game. Bit of a strange night to be playing Europa League games. But Spurs, they played their Europa League match on a Wednesday night. I wish Arsenal had that kind of fortune. Not only did Spurs get a very favourable draw against RZ Pellets, but they also got to play their match on a Wednesday. Whilst Arsenal have got to play their home match in Greece, Spurs were able to play it in London at their home stadium. Just absolute sod's law, innit? But this was just a foregone conclusion. They were already 4-1 up from the first leg. And they were never going to be in any danger whatsoever in this. Dele Alli scores a goal inside 10 minutes. Acrobatic finish. And Gareth Bale gets himself on the score sheet. And very, very comfortable for Spurs, like I said. 8-1 on aggregate. And they'll be very happy that they've got their job done. And they can go and focus on the weekend's matches. I don't actually know why the game was played on a Wednesday. Maybe someone can tell me in the comments section. It's unusual that they do move games around. It has happened before. But I don't know the exact, reason why. Now moving into the Champions League matches, and very interesting game very all. Atalanta against Real Madrid, and this was won 1-0 by Real Madrid. But very interesting in terms of Atalanta being reduced to 10 men after 15 minutes. Now, when I watch this is the kind of decision that leaves me scratching my head and wondering why teams like Real Madrid always get these decisions go their way. Now, it was a brilliant move, first of all. It was Mendy, I believe it's going towards the box. Goes past the player. He's tried to make a tackle, brings him down. His touch is taking him away from goal. He's not going through, one-on-one with the keeper. It wasn't denying a, goal-scoring opportunity because his touch was taking him away and there was a defender coming across. Now, normally referees, they kind of wait a few seconds, take their time, kind of, make sure they make the right decisions, maybe get a bit of help from VAR. This referee, I'm not even joking, I think that the players were still on the floor and not even stopped from their momentum of falling over, and the red card's out. He's in his face, waving it. And I'm like, wow, how mad was that and how quick? And, Atalanta, they had an uphill battle at that point. But I tell you something, for the next, 70 minutes or so, they dug in. And it looked like they were going to get the draw and stop Real Madrid from scoring an away goal. But then Mendy, with 4 minutes to go, got the goal. And Real Madrid will be very happy about that. Because if they would have drew that game 0-0, and played 75 minutes or so against 10 men, they would have been absolutely fuming about that. But they got the victory. And at this stage of the competition, that's what's important. So a good victory for them. Next result was Manchester City against Mönchengladbach. And it's another victory for Manchester City. What's that? 19 in a row now. That is absolutely staggering. 2 away goals. Very, very comfortable. Another clean sheet. Bernardo Silva. Jesus. Could have been more. and they're going to be very, very happy with their evening's work. And looking at the Champions League and the latest round of matches and everything else, I'd probably put Manchester City, Paris Saint-Germain and Bayern Munich as the 3 favourites. I think that Bayern Munich are the favourites. And then it's kind of between Man City and PSG. It's a tough one to call. Also, you know, next round of the draw and whether they will face each other. Can you imagine a Man City versus PSG or a Man City versus Bayern Munich? That'd be absolutely brilliant watching them matches, especially Man City, Bayern Munich, Pep Guardiola against his former club and everything else. That would have all the makings to be something really, really good. So Manchester City, like I said, will be very happy with their evening work, and they will move on to the second leg and hope they can finish off the job. But I don't think that there's going to be too many problems, to be honest with you. Next piece of news involves Arsenal, and it's been confirmed that Thomas Partey has travelled to Greece and is in the squad for tonight's game against Benfica. Now, Mikel Arteta has been speaking before the confirmation of Partey travelling, and he said that Partey was very, very close. He said that he was going to have a final test during yesterday, and then they would make their decision. And then it was confirmed that he had that test. There was no issues at all. All the images and everything else from Arsenal's social media team was of Thomas Partey training and everything else. And yeah, absolutely no problem whatsoever. He has travelled, and I'll tell you something, that is massive, massive news. Briefly as well, Rob Holding has not travelled. He won't be in the squad as a precaution, because he was taken off in the game against Manchester City right towards the end of the game with a head injury. And we were actually the very first team in Premier League history to use the concussion substitute. And as a precaution, they're not going to be risking him for this game. So he has not travelled. And I think that also means that the central defensive area is going to be pretty straightforward in terms of its selection now. But yeah, in terms of Thomas Partey, like I was saying, this is massive, massive news. I feel that watching Benfica in that first leg and how they play such a high line, Thomas Partey is absolutely huge for the way we want to play this game, and to be able to spring their defence and put the balls over the top for our attackers to, latch onto. And it's a huge game. Biggest game of the season for us. One of the biggest in Mikel Arteta's relatively short reign as manager of Arsenal. And no excuses, no second chances. You have to go and get the job done tonight. It's as simple as that. So there we go. That is it for today's DT's Daily. As usual, let me know in the comment section what you think about today's topics, and let me know your thoughts. Huge game, like I keep saying, man. There's going to be loads of content later. I just pray to God I'm smiling and I'm happy and we are safely through to the next round. Then we can concentrate on Leicester on Sunday, who incidentally look like they've lost James Maddison for a period of time as well. So that could be good news for us going into that game if he's not playing, because he is a very, very good player and in very good form at the moment. But we'll talk about that in due course. If you're new around here, hit the subscribe button, smash a like on this video, and I will see you lot soon. I'm out of here.